How'd they receive you guys, not just in Colombia, but everywhere? Like, how was your reception? Of course, you got a TV camera, so
Right.
even if they don't know who you are, they know you.
Somebody.
They know you somebody. But like, how was that reception? Because that's the thing too. Black people sometimes fearful to travel because they think that it's going to be too much racism or it's going to be uncomfortable. So how was your experiences traveling to these different places?
I think that they received us really well because, like we were just saying, a lot of the time people assume that it's not going to be a lot of Black people in these spaces, but it was so many people. And I feel like obviously up until we start talking, you can't really tell that we not from here. Well, I mean, in the cameras too, but I think the cameras gave it away. But the reception was really good in all of the places that we went to.
I always say this to people when you're traveling, Black Americans, but just Americans in general, because everybody knows like kind of reputation that we have. When you travel and you're genuinely like curious and you want to learn about the culture and you are really trying to immerse yourself, they appreciate that. So the fact that we were there and we're not like, okay, do y'all speak English? We don't understand y'all. We like on our phone. We trying to speak.
I was trying to speak a little Spanish.
Words, you know what I'm saying? We was struggling.
And I knew Salita Lindo word for word. They were shocked. They were shook.
Yes, but they appreciate just seeing the effort.
Como estas?
You know,
That's it.
Buenas noches.
That you had that down pat. Man. That movie, I was like, she got that. Everything else, what you was trying to order, I said, nah. We need
It's the accent that throw it off. It's my accent.
with a Houston accent speaking Spanish,
It's crazy.
But then I heard like a little Creole. Like I'm like, wait, did she got that too? Like, nah, right? You know, there's Creole in your
Creole's a language?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is actually.
Yeah.
And so my family, my mom's family is actually from Louisiana. Yeah, from Lake Charles, Opelousas.
So I did hear it there.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
My grandfather is from Lake Charles.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So, okay, I gotta ask you this. Cause you know, on the guy side, so all right, there's a thing called passport bros.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, yeah, we know about that.
You ever heard of it?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But what's not talked about a lot, like even Stella had a group back. There is a certain thing of women go and they meet guys. You're in relationships?
You know, kind of. It's rocky.
Every time we talk to y'all, it's complicated.
It's rocky.
It's always complicated. Y'all
it's
3
a
years
little
of complication.
I know.
It's rocky football.
We need to get it together.
We getting it together this year.
That's on the next season.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time we be engaged.
Travel Queens and Kings.
Oh my, travel queens and kids. Okay.
So it's rocky waters.
Right.
For both of you.
Well, I won't say rocky waters because I'm like, it's a good space. It's cool. I'm figuring it out. I'll say that.
What does that mean though? Are you single or not?
No,
I am.
You're single.
Yes, I feel like I'm single because
Feel like I'm single or are you single? That's crazy. That's crazy.
You don't know?
we still communicate, like we're still talking, but we're not in a relationship.
right. That's what it
right
is
now.
for me too. Same.
Yeah.
You traveling.
Yes.
You needed
Queen.
some time.
You traveling queen.
I'm traveling queen, yes.
So all right. So being that you guys are single, guys try to talk to you. How is that aspect? Because we never really got to the bottom of that. Like we know there's a stigma of guys when they travel,
Yes.
certain elements. But when women travel, right? Is that something that you care about? Or are you like, I'm just here just for a good time? Like, I don't want to talk to a guy or like.
I'm not going to lie. It really depends where you go. Because if I'm being quite honest, the girls, y'all might get mad at me, but like when I went to December in Lagos, they was outside. The girls, like they go there looking for
this year?
No, I didn't go this year. I went a few years ago.
Okay.
But I know like you go out there, you might find you a Nigerian king.
Mhm.
No, I'm saying that's a part. Some people, it's true.
Yeah.
The girls be traveling.
The girls
to find
definitely
a man.
be traveling like, I mean, it's
That's
a
a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like they be on them rafts.
Like girls trip. That
They
was-
love to get them legs rubbed down with that clay.
And it be more than that going down them rafts now.
That's a fact.
It be going down. So
Going overboard.
I think the passport bros are more like vocal.
Stanley rubbing them down with the.
It be going down, but like I think the
Dexter.
passport bros are more like open and it's more controversial. Their reasoning because they're like, oh, we don't like American women anymore. We're going to get something better.
Well, they be saying they be trying to go get something cheaper.
Yeah, something cheaper, and then they still don't want to pay them.
They don't want to pay them?
No,
The
the
tariff?
the girls be on TikTok mad.
Well,
Talking about they ass back.
Tariff.
I mean, and am I wrong? That's always been my perception of the passport bros from what I see online. Like they travel to these other countries a lot of time, like third world countries, and try to find a wife because they're like, you know, they're going to be happy with a minimalistic lifestyle versus American women. They feel like they want too much.
Yeah.
Too much expectation.
Too many expectations, too much money.
But then that could be said too for the girls that be like, look, I'm tired of dealing with prima donnas in America. Man,
Right.
I want a guy
They
that
do. They go
can
find the
actually-
ones that be, you know, need a
need
little
somebody-
chop a tree
They
down.
gonna love me.
Yeah. They're like, oh, he can build a
Hold it
house.
down.
He can build a house
Hey,
By
I'm
himself.
telling
with his
you.
bare hands.
By
With his bare
himself.
hands.
Cut the lumber.
So yeah, I think the women are just like we just more player per usual.
Per usual.
We keep our mouth shut. They go out the country, get they men.
So in the show, did guys try to talk to you in the show? Is that part of the show?
No,
No.
not at all. And
Did it happen?
No, because I feel like a lot of people were afraid to approach us a
of
little
the
bit just
cameras?
because of the
And we
camera.
had
So it was a lot of
security.
people taking pictures of us, but nobody really walking up saying anything.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we didn't have that, but yeah, and then we had security too.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I like about the show. It's not about none of that.
Yeah.
It's not about. It's literally about us having a
Right.
good time. It's not about. We're not talking about gender. None of that dating stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are y'all doing 50-50? A $200 date? It ain't none of that.
It's
Yeah.
not.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's completely different from the podcasting
Yeah.
world.
I think
And
it's interesting that you say it almost in every episode, like it's safe. So it gives that message that, yo, it's safe to travel here.
Mhm.
But you did have security. Are these places that you would frequent without security? And how would you feel if there was no cameras? Would this be something like, I feel like I could come back here and
Yeah.
be chill?
So I said I would love to go back to Mexico City and really get to explore the city, not actually filming.
Mhm.
I would absolutely go back to all of those places without security. Colombia.
Yeah, what was the street we were on in Colombia?
I can't remember what it was called, but it was really, really nice. It kind of reminded me of a Colombian Bourbon Street.
Yes.
Or like with the umbrellas in the joint?
Yeah, and it was like it was a lot of families out there.
Right.
They
Right,
turning
right.
up drinking, but you see a lot of like kids and stuff. It was
Mhm.
actually really, really cool. So I would definitely go back, you know, with just us, like a girl
Yeah.
group, a big group of us. So
For sure.
Yeah, watching it I think that scene was the first time where I was like, oh wait, like the cameras are here, like people are
Yeah.
actually filming them
Mm-hmm.
because y'all was dancing.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, I shake.
We was cutting a mean rug.
I mean, music is the universal language. Talk about how that brings cultures together, how that brings communities together. I know you brought your Texas twerk with you.
Definitely did.
Couldn't
Definitely
leave
did.
without a
Talk
little
about
twerk.
how that infusion of music just brings us all together.
Yeah, so we actually took a dance class on the beach in
Mhm.
Colombia, which was really fun. And it was like some of the dance moves weren't exactly similar,
Mhm.
but it was like, okay, I know how to do this. I done did this in the club before. And I'm telling you, it's like, that's what I kept saying. I was just so shocked at how similar we are. The music influence, you can hear certain things. I'm like, okay, this is something I would actually listen to. Like,
Mhm.
I listen to Afro beats. So
Yeah.
you can hear the influence of that in a lot of the music that they were listening to. So, like I said, with traveling, especially with this show, because I've traveled before, I'm just learning that how similar we are. Instead of like us always pointing out the differences,
Mhm.
it's so much from the food. In Charleston, I'm like, this reminds me of Cajun or Creole food.
Charleston,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yes.